Hi, I am Paula Texel, Associate Superintendent of Human Resources. As we prepare to return to the workplace this summer, there are several new protocols that have been put in place to make sure that the environment is safe for all employees this summer. This short video will describe those protocols and provide you with the information that you need in order to make sure that Pinellas County Schools is a safe place to work for all employees. These are the employee and visitor expectations and protocols for summer 2020. We will begin with our preventative processes, which includes a building update, a review of our cleaning and disinfecting procedures, guidelines for building access, and a new self-screening protocol. Let's start with our building update. Waterless hand washing and sanitizing stations have been installed throughout the buildings, and clear signage will be posted. District staff implemented vigorous cleaning and sanitizing protocols using CDC-approved products at all district sites. This included sanitizing and disinfecting all high-touch surfaces in classrooms, meeting rooms, and common areas. It also included desks, chairs, light switches, and doorknobs. Extensive deep cleaning and sanitizing included bathroom and locker room locations with pressure spraying devices. Soap and sanitation supplies throughout the buildings will be checked daily. Visitor access will be limited to those who have essential business or a scheduled appointment. Employees should enter and exit buildings through the doors noted by signage to maximize entrances, reduce bottlenecking, and reduce the number of people using a specific entrance. Visitors should use the main entrance to comply with the sign-in and self-screening processes. All employees and visitors are expected to complete the daily self-screening survey prior to entering the buildings. Deliveries should use the designated delivery entrances. All individuals should adhere to the posted flows for circulation and movement throughout the building. All employees are encouraged to stay home if they are not feeling well or if they are exhibiting any symptoms of COVID-19. Each morning, the district will send you an automated email with a link that you will need to open to complete the short self-screening survey. You will need to complete this survey each morning prior to entering the building. The survey will ask you how you are feeling today, if you have any symptoms associated with COVID-19, and if you have had any contact with anyone with the virus. It is important that you complete this survey each day you are working. You can complete the daily survey on either your computer or your cell phone. Now, let's talk about employee expectations, which includes social distancing and personal protective equipment. As we return to work, it's important to adhere to social distancing guidelines as outlined by the Centers for Disease Control. This includes maintaining a 6-foot distance between yourself and others. Social distancing should be incorporated into your entire work routine, in your workspaces, meetings, common areas, break spaces, and even the elevators. Let's break down how that's going to look for us. Whenever possible, all employees this summer should have a dedicated workspace to allow for individual social distancing. If adjustments need to be made to your workspace, please contact your supervisor. Remember to keep your workspace clean and free of clutter for effective disinfecting. In-person meetings must account for the space needed to accommodate proper social distancing. If this is not possible, all attendees should wear a face covering or mask. Another option would be to conduct the meeting for all or some of the participants virtually via Microsoft Teams or other platform. Please note that large group meetings will adhere to the size guidelines within the state phased reopening plan. You may see some common area use be reduced or suspended in order to reduce clustering. Common areas will be monitored by staff to ensure adherence to all safety protocols, And you will see signage reminding you about the do's and don'ts for social distancing and personal protective equipment. Please look for signage indicating the suggested number of people to occupy an elevator at one time. And don't forget to wear your face covering or mask. It is expected that all employees wear face coverings or masks while they are in areas where they may have interactions with others and when social distancing is not possible. This includes restrooms, meeting rooms, and areas of circulation like hallways and stairs. If you are attending a meeting and social distancing is not possible, you are expected to wear your mask. Now, let's talk about some of the protocols involving travel, communication, and training. Until further notice, staff should minimize district travel and contact between sites, within the district or outside the district, unless approved by their supervisor and appropriate member of the executive leadership team. Travel will only be permitted if essential to the business of the district and with approval, as just mentioned. All employees will receive the PCS Employee and Visitor Expectations and Protocols 2020 document and any updates made to it via their district email. All employees will receive online videos, modules, and instructions to sign up for trainings also via their district email. Official protocols and communications to all employees will be sent directly by the superintendent, the deputy superintendent, and/or members of the executive leadership team. You may also receive follow-up or department communications which support the official messages directly from your supervisor. Now, let's talk about employee absences and leaves. Remember, if you're feeling sick, it's better to stay home. If you need to be absent from work for any illness, first notify your supervisor. Employees may be absent for up to 10 days without applying for a leave of absence. If your absence requires more than 10 days, you may qualify for FMLA or a short-term leave. These procedures may sound familiar because they have not changed. New federal legislation states that you may qualify for 80 hours of emergency paid sick leave for COVID-19 related illnesses, or quarantine orders for yourself or your families. You may also qualify for paid sick leave and expanded FMLA due to child care issues caused by COVID-19 school or daycare closures. If you are medically vulnerable, meaning you are 65 or older or have an underlying health condition as confirmed by a health care provider, or if you live with someone who is medically vulnerable, you are encouraged to consult with your family doctor to develop a plan for safely returning to work. For all leave situations, you should contact your supervisor to discuss leave options and reasonable accommodations aligned with your return to work plan. Remember, all of these expectations and protocols are for summer 2020. Any changes to these expectations and protocols will be communicated. We certainly understand that implementing these new protocols will be an adjustment, but we really thank you for working so very hard to make sure that you and your fellow coworkers are safe and healthy while at work. And remember, we are all in this together.